everybody. This is a little hypopressive video for you to do at home. So if you are feeling like you need a little bit of core reprogramming, maybe you're feeling a little bit bloated, potentially you've been nibbling away at things you wouldn't normally be eating during this very strange time, or maybe you're just feeling a bit, out of practice. We're going to spend a little bit of time just getting the breathing working, getting the diaphragm working, and lifting the pelvic floor and reducing the intra-abdominal pressure. So if you have never done hypopressives before, I'm going to give you a miniature tutorial just to help you get up to speed with everybody else. Basically, we are going to use a abdominal vacuuming method whereby we close off the airways and make a false breath in, and what that does is it creates a vacuum around your rib cage and sucks all the contents of your stomach up and into the rib cage. So this is really helpful for people who maybe suffer with any kind of pelvic weakness or back pain, or a distended tummy, anything along those lines. This will really help to reduce the pressure that's causing that problem. So the way to do the breathing is to take 3 breaths in and out. After the 3rd exhalation, you're going to close off your airways. If you've never done this before, I would use your fingers to close your nose and keep your mouth closed at the same time, and then make like you're trying to take a breath in with that closed off. And what will happen is, if your muscles are relaxed enough, you should create an abdominal vacuum at that point. So let's all just break down our rib cage muscles at this point. So if you can get your fingers right in and underneath your ribs, and don't worry if you can't get your fingers under there, that's just a sign that your diaphragm muscles are a little bit too tight and the fascial tissue around them is taking the strain. So if we just get in there, use the heels of your hands as well to make circular motions and really warm up that area. A little bit of manipulation is often what's required just to relax these muscles, and really try to actively make your tummy muscles soften whilst you do this release. Okay, so if you know how to do a hypopressive, just carry on releasing your diaphragm whilst I coach people who haven't. So what I'm going to get you to do here is, if you're new to this, take a breath in through the nose, follow what I do. When I pinch my nose and close my mouth, I'm going to make like I'm trying to breathe in. So we will do it together. Just watch what happens with my tummy. So let's go together. So hopefully, if you were able to make that false breath in and feel your tummy muscles disappear up inside your rib cage, you might have had a sensation of abdominal hollowing or vacuuming going on. Don't worry if you didn't get it, just go through the motions, go through the positions, and just try to do your best. If you're used to doing hypopressives, we're going to go through a little routine now. So all I'm going to do at this point is go through the flow of the routine, and hopefully you'll be able to keep up with me, okay? If you're on a mat, you probably need to start down towards the end of your mat, because we are going to be lifting ourselves up off our haunches. Tuck your toes under behind you, and then just sit on the heels. Bring your hands into your thighs. Okay, let's get ready to go. Watch for the change now. So in the next abdominal vacuum, I'm going to come up out of my seat. So I'll be sitting down for breathing, and then as I create the vacuum, I'm going to come up and stretch my arms over my head. Okay, so let's go. Done. Okay, so now bring yourselves onto your hands and knees. I'm just going to angle myself slightly so you can see a little bit of what's going on. When I create the vacuum here, I'm going to tuck my chin in and shuffle forward. You might see a little dog paw here. I'm not sure if you can see that. Slightly in the way. Okay, so we're going to go 3 breaths, 2 breaths, then 1 breath for this pattern. So bend your elbows, tuck your toes under, and off we go. Oh, I did too many breaths. Don't worry, 2 breaths really, but 3 is fine. Just 1 breath. Good. Cross your feet over and then bring yourselves to a seated position on the floor. So this time when we go into our abdominal vacuum, what's going to happen is once you've got the vacuum, you're going to gently press your hands into your thighs and try to get taller through your spine. Keep the chin retracted. Here we go. 3 breaths, 2 breaths, 1. Let's hope I can remember that second one. Let's go. Well done. I'm going to bring myself down onto my back. Hopefully you will be able to see me okay. And we're going to do a little leg elevation on the sofa here. So you don't have to do the leg elevation. You can actually just do a knee bend if you have a band. But if you have something that you can put your feet on, even better, or just feet on the floor. And I'm going to take my hands over my head. This is our last round of exercises. So inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the feet flexed. watch for the add-on. Two breaths. One breath. Inhale and hug your knees into your chest just to release your back. And that is your hypopressive routine for today.